We'd like to start this week by updating you on women's tennis. Last week we told you that they were going to be playing for the GSAC title over at the Phoenix Tennis Center. We were there when it happened. Came out to baseball this week and caught up with Coach Bill Swift and a few of his players to talk about how their season has been going. So I'm out here at Firestorm Field with Coach Bill Swift at practice, watching the guys hit middle practice, getting ready. We want to ask Coach a few questions about his team. So my first question for you, you played in the big leagues. How does the big league experience that you had, how does that translate to helping your guys down here at the collegiate level?
Well, I think I'm really passing on more of my college experience than I am my big league experience. I think what I learned my 4 years at Maine from my coach and his practice sessions and how he handled the pitching and the rotations as far as hitting, I kind of incorporated really all of that into this here at ACU. And as far as the big league level goes, it's more of a managerial, I guess, approach with the mental side of the game, how to take your proper leads, working batters as a pitcher, not just throwing, learning how to pitch and get guys out.
What was your best pitch when you were a pitcher?
Well, I was considered a sinker ball pitcher, so I guess that would be really my out pitch as a ground balls. I had quite a sinker in the college and the big leagues, and something where the ball just moved. I made the ball move a lot, where today a lot of guys are four-seam. You'll see a lot of guys that throw between 95 and 97. It's a four-seam fastball. I threw a two-seam, which made the ball move, and the hitter would hit the top of the ball, and as opposed to guys that throw really hard, the hitters hit the bottom of the ball and they hit home runs.
Can any of these guys out here hit it still, do you think?
Yeah, they can hit it. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now, we did some digging on Google to find out a little bit more about you. I found something I wanted you to take a look at.
Oh, gosh.
Now, I'm showing them at home. They'll be able to see these pictures online for fun. But who is that guy?
You know, it's funny. It's the ones that you actually pose for, we have to just sit there with your glove and take a picture. I couldn't stand doing. But the action shots are always the best picture. And it seemed like all my baseball cards early in my career, from 85 to probably 90, it was all the ones posing. So I guess I wasn't out there enough to get them to get action shots. But I know there's a ton more than this. There's a lot.
There was a few when I looked around. Those were the best ones.
Yeah.
What about for the future? What's your favorite part about coaching here? What's your vision for the future for this team moving on from here?
Well, I just think giving back. God gave me the gift to be able to throw a baseball and to use it in a way to get me to the platform which every baseball player is trying to get to as a player. And the people that touch me along the way, I'm trying to do that to these guys. Try to make this 2 or 4 years, depending on where they're at with these kids, is the best time of their lives. They're making this college experience the best baseball I can, and it was for me when I went to the University of Maine. The 4 years I played there were the best times of my life playing baseball, and I really want that impact to pass on to these guys, and really, give them the knowledge of the game, but really send them out of here as godly men. This game can teach you a lot as far as discipline and attitude, and what you can learn here on the field you can take in your personal life.
Well, we really appreciate you. Let's interrupt you here at practice today and pull you off so that we could interview you and ask you a few questions and have a little fun with some of your old pictures.
It's awesome. Thank you.
All right, so here I'm at practice with Jesse Puisiak and Dylan Waugh. I wanted to ask these guys a few questions about baseball and about their season. First question I have for you guys, statistics. Baseball is a statistical game. Do you guys know what your stats are for everything? Does it affect how you prepare for a game? I don't know, anything statistical you guys can tell me that.
Go ahead. I know, for me, I always know what I'm hitting, usually. And I'll go ahead and I'll count how many hits I have to get like to 300 or what, but I don't let it affect me past that though, Like I still have to, I know I'm going to prepare as best as I can, be out there, and I'm not going to be out there thinking about my average when I'm at the dish, because that's just going to affect me negatively. So it's nice to know what I'm hitting, but I can't let it affect me.
I haven't looked at a single stat of mine in the last 4 years. I couldn't tell you how many strikeouts. I couldn't tell you how many walks I have, how many hits I've given
I know
up.
how many strikeouts I have.
It's just something that I've never gotten myself wrapped up in, and I know that baseball is a game of numbers, and traditions. And I guess I just let everybody else worry about that. I think if I were to start thinking about that, I would just lose focus of what I'm doing out here.
Okay, talk about losing focus. We were laughing a little bit beforehand, talking about superstitions in baseball. What have you guys seen, or what have you guys done that is, some of the things guys do out here is crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know for myself, hitting, like on the deck circle, I had a routine I had to go through, and if I didn't get to go through the whole thing, I felt like, I don't know about this at bat. But I kind of got away from that now and tried not to do that. But I mean, there's a lot of things that we have to play good, you know, in our minds.
Well, here, let's think about it. We've got guys that if they go over, or if something's not working, they'll go ahead and get a haircut. Got to get that out of the way.
I've done that. I did that for a long time.
Got to get the fade going. I mean, we've had guys go as far as not cleaning their underwear.
I never did that.
If they're getting if they're going through a losing streak or an over at the plate, time to get a new pair of spikes. I know for me,
change the bat. You got to change the bat.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Maybe a couple more wristbands, some Evo shields.
Yeah, I gear up. If I'm going bad, I get a shin guard or elbow pad. You know, tape both the wrists, pants up. I mean, whatever I can do to change it up.
For me, it's the chapstick, the Blistex in the right pocket, and chewing gum in my mouth. Those two things.
Why is there a giant stuffed bear in the dugout?
Oh, yeah. Well, that actually was replacing.
I saw it. It was a Cinderella cutout.
Yes. She was our good luck charm at first, and we were doing good then. And then we had lost a couple games, so we changed to Winnie the Pooh. He was a failure. He didn't do anything for us. And then the dog got us 3 wins. We brought the dog out here, and then it's
right around Valentine's Day last year. Somebody picked it up, and they decided to bring it out after the girlfriend didn't want it anymore. So now it's ours.
It worked for a while.
Now, I showed Swifty these as well. I'm going to show you guys too. Who is this guy? Now, I showed everybody at home. I flashed the pictures up so they could say, who is that guy?
A 15-year-old boy? I'm not real sure.
He kind of looks like he's 12 in this picture. He's really happy to be there, though. That's good. That is good.
I guess that's what happens when you're in the majors, right?
That's an oh crap. What did I just throw?
Hey, what keeps you guys coming to ACU? You've both been here for quite some time. What keeps you guys here?
Just the atmosphere that's centered on Christ, really. I mean, this wasn't my first choice at all. I barely even knew the place at first. And then once I got here, I was so happy that God brought me here. It's all the classes are even focused on Christ. You know, through I'm studying education, and I'm learning how to reach the students that way even too. So that's been a huge part for me.
It's honestly been a journey. I didn't grow up in a Christian home. I didn't know ACU even existed coming out of high school. And through a series of a lot of unfortunate events, the Lord brought me here, and it was honestly the greatest thing that could have ever happened to me. I've gone through elbow injuries, a lot of personal stuff away from the field, and just like Jesse said, it was a total God thing, and it's a total God thing that we're still here. And I'm so thankful and grateful for Arizona Christian University. The coolest thing is, him and I sat down before the season started, and we didn't know what our record was going to be, but we just sat down, we prayed, and we said, Lord, we don't care about wins and losses this year. You do with that what you will, but we pray that at least one person on this team would come to know Christ if they don't already. And so I would say that that's been one of the coolest things to see, is to see guys grow in their faith. And it's naive to think that everybody that comes here is a Christian, but it's really cool to see the younger guys grow and take some guys under your wing and show them the right way to play the game and the right way to live.
That's awesome. Well, hey guys, thanks for coming out here, and thanks for letting me interrupt your practice and talk to you a little bit about some stuff.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks again for watching this week's Firestorm Report. For next week, we're going to travel out and we're going to watch Senior Day with the girls softball team. We're going to talk to Coach Jay Pyron and catch up with what they've been doing over the season. So we'll see you next week.